This is Gigi from Gigi's Retirement Budgets. Welcome or welcome back. It's been over a week, I think, since I did a video. I got really sick. I was going through my monthly money plan, doing videos. I did the first one, which was my monthly calendar, and then I got really sick. I actually tried to film all these, I think, last Sunday, and my granddaughter had been up on my desk crafting, and she had turned my ring light up, and I didn't know it. I didn't realize it. And when I went to edit all the videos, I think I did 5. When I went to edit all the videos, it was too bright. You couldn't even see any of the words on the pages. You couldn't see what I was writing. It was horrible. And then I got really sick, and then I couldn't refilm them. So that is what I'm doing today. So we are following the 6-part framework of creating your monthly money plan. And we use the RETIRE method, and RETIRE stands for resources, essentials, tracking, intentional living, reserves, and enjoyment and legacy. So even though this intentional living is further down in the acronym RETIRE, this is actually your second step, because every month you want to review, what are my top priorities this month? What do I need to cut to align my money plan? I'm trying to really not use the word budget because people have such an aversion to it. Align my money plan with my priorities. What do I need to align my money plan? What do I need to cut to align my money plan with my priorities? What do I need to add to align my money plan with my priorities? What actions am I going to take this month to live a legacy? A lot of people talk about leaving a legacy. I'm talking about living a legacy. How do you live a legacy now? And then what actions am I going to take this month to build wealth? So you really want to get all these answers down before you start working on your monthly budget. So the first thing we did was our calendar, and that we didn't have to do that to do the calendar, because the calendar, all we do is we put our all our paydays on the calendar, and then we list all our bills and the amounts and when they are due, and then we color code which paycheck's going to pay for which bills. That's all we did on the monthly calendar on step 1. So this is step 2, intentional living. So let's get into it. So this is for the month of December. Today is December 8th, and because I was really sick and I'm refilming these, it's a little bit behind, but I want to show you the process. I already did this on the first videos that I did, but I'm going to redo everything for these videos. So what are my top priorities this month? Well, it's December, right? It's the Christmas season. So I really want to focus on having a really nice Christmas season this year. So usually, I think I was talking about this the other day in a post, or I posted it on someone's page. I don't know. I remembered I mentioned it somewhere. But I usually am either putting Christmas on credit cards, which is very stressful for me, or I am I used to wait until that last paycheck before Christmas to still be Christmas shopping. And sometimes that last paycheck would fall on Christmas Eve or the day before Christmas Eve. So that was really stressful for me. This year is the first year that I saved money ahead of time for Christmas. It is December 8th. I already have all my Christmas shopping done. Not everything's delivered yet. I think I have 1 or 2 more things that need to be delivered. I have all of my son's family's presents wrapped because we got together with them the Saturday after Thanksgiving. They live 2.5 hours away, so they came down here. We went bowling. The kids played in the arcade. We did a really fun photo booth shoot, me and my grandkids. And then we went out to eat at Black Bear Diner, and they have like a big wooden bear train outside the front. So then afterwards the kids played on that, and we took a lot of pictures. And so I was planning on giving them their gifts, because that's what we always do. Because we always, whenever we meet in December, we're always not sure when that's going to be. Every year it's different. So we usually swap gifts then, whenever we get together for the Thanksgiving holiday. Whenever they come down, they spend the night at a friend's house, because it's just too much for them to come down and go back in one day. They have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. And our house is way too crowded for them to spend the night. We live in a 4-generational household. There's 4 adults, 2 kids, and 16 pets. There's 22 living beings living in this house and around this house. So anyways, I, planned out everything really well this year. So they didn't have any room to take the Christmas presents, so I had to bring them all back. But anyway, so all their presents are wrapped. I just have to wrap the presents for everyone here. This weekend, we're going to go get our Christmas tree. We have planned, making cookies, getting our Christmas tree, having a Christmas tree decorating party. On Christmas Eve, we have our Happy Birthday Jesus party. The problem is usually every year is that because my 2 grandchildren who live here with me, they have 2 different baby daddies. So the dads get them one year on Christmas Eve, and then we get them on Christmas that year. And then the next year we get them on Christmas Eve, and then the dads get them on Christmas. So on Christmas Eve, whoever has them on Christmas Eve has to bring them back at 9:00 p.m. to give them to the other parent. So we only have, this year we have them for Christmas Eve. So we only have till 9 p.m. So we have to do our Christmas exchange, our Christmas presents, right? And then we have to do our Happy Birthday Jesus party. And we usually like to go drive around and look at lights. So we're going to have to do that another day. Okay, so hoping to have a really nice Christmas season this year, because I planned ahead. Another one is we want to do some spring cleaning, even though it is winter. We really need to get our carpets cleaned. We had 2 puppies and 5 kittens in this house. The kittens have been since April. The puppies have been since September. So we just really need to get the carpets cleaned. And, do the baseboards, the cabinets, all that kind of stuff. And then the other thing is I want to start putting money back into my sinking funds and my investment accounts. That has all been on hold the last couple months because I've had some pretty big emergency bills that came out that I don't want to go into right now. Okay. What do I need to cut to align? But all of that was paid for in cash, all the emergency stuff. So that was good. What do I need to cut to align my money plan with my priorities? I say this is all going to be dependent on me not spending everything in my cash envelopes. Even if I can put a little bit away to go towards these again, will be a good start, because starting January, I'm going to do some automatic withdrawals, because I just need to make it happen. I need to make these happen regardless of how much money I have a month left over to save. So for this month, I'm specifically cutting out savings challenges and the investments. per se. I'm not going to be specifically withdrawing cash to do any of my savings challenges or any of my investments. I do Letterbucks. I have a few Letterbucks that I've saved up over November, but it's like nothing. It's like $5 or $6 that I've just ran across. So, and this makes me really sad. Here, I'm going to put a really sad face here and some tears, because doing savings challenges with all you guys and doing the videos and just hearing you guys' feedback and putting challenges on my Ko-fi shop, like all of that is so much fun. And I haven't been able to do it in a few months. So I'm hoping that I will be able to start it again in January. If anything, I should have at least $100 every month if I don't like lifestyle creep, because I'm getting a raise, a 2.8% raise in my Social Security and my retirement. So I should have $100 extra that I could put in savings challenges, which would be fun. I got my Paris one that I want to do for my granddaughter. I've got the Letterbucks, but I think I'm just going to go straight to doing the automatic deposits for their investment accounts. I don't know if you heard or if I did it on my last video. I don't know when I announced it. My mega birthday bash is out the door. I had a few emergencies, and I had to take the money out. Well, the biggest thing was, the problem is I can't remember what I talked about on those other videos, or if I already talked about them on the video. So I'm sorry if this is a repeat. But I had to get a wheel bearing replaced in my car, and that was $615. And so I had to take out the cash from my birthday savings to pay for that, which made me really sad. But I am still going to try and do my advent calendar, so we'll see. We'll talk about that another day. What do I need to add to align my budget with my priorities? I really need to start a sinking fund, even if I can only put a few dollars in it right now, for my granddaughter's room. I don't really want to get into the huge long story of it all, but in this house, my grandson sleeps in my daughter's room and my granddaughter sleeps in my room. And I have a big, huge office. So we're in the process of cleaning and reorganizing my room and my office so that I can move my office into my room, because my room's pretty big too. Move my office into my room and change the office into her room. So I need to start saving up for that. She drew this really cutesy, she's 11 and a half. She drew this really cutesy floor plan of how she wants her room to look. And then we were on Pinterest. Looking up ideas. She left for her dad's last Wednesday. Well, we were cleaning and everything. We were doing really good. And then I got sick. And then she got sick. And then for 2 days, we didn't do anything. We laid in bed. And then, while I laid in bed, she laid in bed on her computer. We didn't do anything. And then she left on Wednesday for her dad. So she comes back this afternoon. So hopefully we can start that back up again. What actions am I going to take this month to live a legacy? Definitely am going to focus on my faith and, talking a lot about Jesus's birth and, what happens this month and the true meaning of Christmas. We have fun with all the Christmas traditions, but we definitely know what the true meaning of Christmas is, and that's why every year we have a Happy Birthday Jesus party, we focus on Jesus and his birth and what that means. And the movie, the cartoon, The Star, is my absolute favorite. I love the music in that movie, and I love the message, of course. And so we watch that every year. And then I'm going to focus more on, I really want to practice with the kids, because I saw this on a TikTok video or something, and that's focus more on learning to be observant to see what needs to be done. So like, even when I'm out and about in the public, if I see something that needs to be done, if I see a piece of trash, I see a shopping cart that's way out there, I see, just different things, I will just take it upon myself to just fix it. If I can fix it. So I want them to start noticing in the house, and then I want them to start noticing in the world. But notice in the house, like, okay, look around you. Is there anything that you notice that needs to be fixed or done or cleaned up, right? Like, you can just do it. You don't have to wait for someone to tell you to do it. You can just take it upon yourself to do it, and to get them to just really start noticing stuff, because people will just, there'll be a piece of paper on the carpet and everybody will just keep walking by it. Nobody will pick it up. And it's like, come on. So I want to focus on that with them this month. And then I also want to start doing money plans with my grandchildren, teaching them about money plans. I kind of started it last year with my granddaughter. I gave her one of these binders and put some envelopes in it with some categories, and had her splitting her money up and stuff that she was getting. And I've seen this one lady, she, gives her kids like, I don't know, $5 or $10 a week for allowance. And she always makes them put $1 in rent, $1 in utilities, $1 in food. And then at the end of the month, she makes them pay her. She makes them pay her for the rent, utilities, and food. And then the rest they have to split up between, savings and what they want, like for fun. So start teaching them money plans with my grandchildren. My son has started paying my, so his niece, my granddaughter, for her grades. So every A she gets, he gives her $5. So he had to catch up with two progress reports. So she got $45. She wants to be a vet, so he wants to really encourage her to get good grades. She's in 6th grade right now in junior high. So I want to teach her how to start saving and planning with that. And then what actions am I going to take this month to build wealth? I don't really have that much money left over to put towards any wealth building activities. But like I said up here, I'm going to try and not spend all my cash and see if there's anything I can put towards it, even if it's just like $10. All right. I've got dogs in crates and cats in crates so that they're not bugging me during these videos, and some of them are whining, so I need to go give them a break, and I will see you on the next video. Love, Lavender and Gigi.